The vast emptiness of space stretched before the Horizon Breaker, a sleek exploration vessel cutting through the darkness of the Orion sector. Captain Jawan Park stood on the bridge, his eyes fixed on the holographic displays that flickered with potential navigation routes. The ship hummed with a quiet energy, its crew alert and focused. Yeon Soo Kim, the first officer, monitored the communication systems. Her fingers danced across the control panel, tracking subtle electromagnetic disturbances that most would have missed. The ship's sensors began to pulse with an unusual rhythm, indicating something was approaching. At first, it seemed like a distant glimmer. Then the glimmer transformed into a massive alien fleet that materialized from the darkness. Their ships were unlike anything humans had encountered before, angular, menacing, with hull designs that seemed to defy conventional engineering principles. "Captain," Yeon Soo called out, her voice steady but urgent, "we're being hailed by the unknown vessels." Park moved closer to the communication station. The alien transmission crackled with an incomprehensible language, but the intent was clear. Holographic translations began to form, revealing a demand for immediate surrender. Sung Min Choi, the chief engineer, looked up from his station. "They're scanning our systems," he muttered. "Their technology is advanced." The alien fleet spread out in a perfect formation, surrounding the Horizon Breaker like predators closing in on prey. Each ship seemed to pulse with an internal energy, weapons systems clearly powered and ready to engage. Captain Park remained calm. Years of space exploration had taught him that panic was the quickest path to destruction. He studied the alien formation, noting their precise positioning, the symmetry of their approach. Something about their strategy felt almost mechanical, predictable. "They want us to believe we're outmatched," Park said quietly, more to himself than to his crew. Yeon Soo translated the ongoing alien communications. The message repeated, "Surrender or be destroyed." The tone was clinical, devoid of emotion. These were not creatures seeking negotiation, but entities executing a predetermined protocol. Sung Min's console began to flash with warnings. The alien ships were charging some form of energy weapon, unlike anything in human military databases. The technology was so advanced it seemed to bend the very fabric of space around their weapon systems. But Park saw something else, a pattern, a rhythm in their movement that suggested a programmed response rather than genuine tactical thinking. "Prepare quantum shift sequence," he commanded, his voice cutting through the tension on the bridge. The crew knew this was an experimental protocol. Earth's most advanced military engineers had developed the quantum adaptive technology, but it had never been tested in an actual combat scenario. This would be their first real trial. Sung Min's fingers flew across his console. Complex algorithms began to calculate impossible trajectory changes. The ship's internal systems hummed with increasing intensity, quantum capacitors charging to levels that seemed to defy known physics. The alien fleet continued its approach, confident in their technological superiority. They had encountered and eliminated countless civilizations. This human vessel would be just another conquest. They were wrong. As the first alien energy weapon began to discharge, the Horizon Breaker seemed to shift, not just move, but literally bend through space-time, in a manner that broke conventional understanding of motion and positioning. The alien weapon passed through empty space where the human ship had been milliseconds before. Confusion rippled through the alien fleet's formation, a rare emotion for such calculated beings. Captain Park allowed himself the slightest smile. The quantum shift wasn't just a defensive maneuver. It was the first step in a counter-strategy that would completely redefine space warfare. The unexpected encounter had begun, and humanity was about to show these aliens that technological arrogance was their greatest weakness. The quantum shift left the alien fleet momentarily stunned. Captain Jawan Park watched as their perfect formation began to crack, revealing subtle vulnerabilities in their defensive structure. The Horizon Breaker's experimental systems continued to pulse with an unusual energy, creating a field of uncertainty around the ship. Sung Min Choi monitored the ship's systems, his fingers moving rapidly across the control panel. "Weapon signatures detected," he announced. "But they're different from our initial scans." The alien fleet regrouped quickly, their massive ships rotating with mechanical precision. Each vessel looked like a complex geometric puzzle, with surfaces that seemed to absorb and reflect light in impossible ways. Their communication signals became more aggressive, a series of sharp, clicking sounds that translated into clear threats. Yeon Soo Kim worked on decoding the alien language. "They're calling us spatial disruptors," she translated. "Seems we violated some kind of galactic protocol they enforce." Captain Park studied the holographic display. The alien ships were preparing for a coordinated attack, their weapon systems charging with an intense blue-white energy. Most human vessels would have been destroyed in seconds, but the Horizon Breaker was not a typical exploration ship. The first wave of alien weapons discharged, bright energy beams that could slice through standard starship hulls like paper. But something unexpected happened. The quantum adaptive shield created by Sung Min began to interact with the alien energy, not just blocking it, but actually absorbing and redistributing the attack. One of the alien capital ships suddenly lost power. Its complex systems simply shut down, overwhelmed by the unexpected quantum interference. The other ships in the fleet seemed to pause, processing this impossible result. "Target their communication nodes," Park commanded. Sung Min activated a series of targeted quantum pulses. These weren't traditional weapons, but sophisticated disruption signals that could penetrate the most advanced alien defensive systems. Each pulse was a carefully calculated mathematical sequence designed to find and exploit technological weaknesses. 2 more alien ships went dark. Their advanced technology, so relied upon, became their greatest vulnerability. The alien fleet commander, a being named Tak Veran, realized something was fundamentally wrong with their battle strategy. Humans were supposed to be a primitive species, easily conquered. Yet this single ship was dismantling their entire attack formation without firing a single traditional weapon. Aboard the Horizon Breaker, the atmosphere was tense but controlled. Each crew member moved with precision, understanding they were part of something unprecedented. This wasn't just a battle. This was a demonstration of human potential. Park watched the holographic display, seeing how each quantum shift created ripples of confusion among the alien fleet. Their rigid programmed response was failing against human unpredictability. "They're attempting to regroup," Yeon Soo reported. But it was too late. The quantum adaptive systems had already analyzed and neutralized their primary attack protocols. The alien ships began to drift, their complex systems gradually shutting down under the quantum interference. In less than 15 minutes, 3 massive alien capital ships had been completely disabled. No explosions, no dramatic destruction, just a systematic, almost surgical technological shutdown. Tak Veran's final transmission was a mixture of confusion and what almost seemed like respect. The message, when translated, suggested this encounter was far from over. Captain Park knew this was just the beginning. The data they had gathered would revolutionize human understanding of space warfare and alien technologies. "Prepare complete sensor logs," he told his crew. "Earth Command needs to see everything." The Horizon Breaker continued its path through the Orion sector, leaving behind a field of disabled alien ships, a silent testament to human innovation and unexpected capabilities. No one on the bridge celebrated. They understood the weight of what had just occurred. This was more than a victory. This was a message to the universe about humanity's potential. The news spread faster than light through interstellar communication networks. A single human vessel had disabled 3 advanced alien capital ships using unprecedented technology. Within hours, the encounter between the Horizon Breaker and the alien fleet became the most discussed event across human-controlled space stations and colonies. Captain Jae-won Park knew the real challenge was just beginning. The alien fleet commander, Tak Veran, would not accept defeat quietly. Revenge was a universal concept, regardless of species. Earth Command received the complete sensor logs from the Horizon Breaker. Scientists and military strategists worked around the clock, analyzing every millisecond of the encounter. The quantum adaptive technology developed by Sung Min Choi represented a breakthrough that could change space warfare forever. Communication intercepts suggested the alien fleet was regrouping. Their technological networks buzzed with anger and strategic planning. Pak Varan was preparing a massive counterattack, determined to eliminate the human threat and restore their reputation of invincibility. Yeon Soo Kim monitored these communications, translating and decoding complex alien communication patterns. They're mobilizing resources from multiple star systems, she reported to Captain Park. This is more than a military response. It's a matter of their collective pride. The Horizon Breaker continued its mission, now becoming a strategic beacon of human resistance. Every star system they passed received encrypted data about the alien fleet's weaknesses. The ship was no longer just an exploration vessel. It had become a critical intelligence-gathering platform. Sung Min worked tirelessly, improving the quantum adaptive systems. Each analysis revealed new potential applications of the technology. What had started as an experimental defensive mechanism was rapidly evolving into a comprehensive technological revolution. Deep in the command centers of Earth's military installations, strategy meetings ran continuously. The encounter had revealed something profound. Humanity's technological potential was far greater than previously understood. The alien fleet's defeat wasn't just a military victory, it was a psychological breakthrough. Captain Park understood the delicate balance. Provocation could lead to total war, but showing weakness could invite destruction. His next moves would be crucial in determining the future of human-alien relations. The alien fleet's pursuit intensified. Their massive ships began converging on the Horizon Breaker's projected path. Traditional military analysis would suggest the human vessel should retreat, but Park had other plans. "We're going to let them chase us," he told his crew. Each movement was calculated, drawing the alien fleet into a complex strategic trap. Yeon Soo tracked their pursuit. "They're consuming massive energy resources just to follow us," she observed. "They're becoming predictable." Sung Min continued refining the quantum adaptive systems. Each alien communication attempt was now being subtly analyzed, creating a comprehensive database of their technological infrastructure. The stars became a battlefield of information and strategy. The Horizon Breaker was no longer just running. It was leading, guiding, manipulating the alien fleet's movements. Earth Command began preparing a response. The sensor logs and intelligence gathered would form the basis of a comprehensive defensive strategy. Humanity was no longer going to be a passive participant in galactic politics. Tak Varan's obsession with destroying the Horizon Breaker was becoming a critical vulnerability. Every resource devoted to hunting this single ship was a resource not defending their own territories. Captain Park watched the holographic displays, seeing the larger game being played. This was chess, not just warfare. Each movement had multiple layers of strategic significance. The alien fleet continued their pursuit, unaware they were being carefully maneuvered into a position of maximum vulnerability. The Horizon Breaker became more than a ship. It was a symbol of human resilience and strategic thinking. As star systems passed by, the stage was being set for a confrontation that would define the future of human expansion into the galaxy. The strategic escalation had begun, and humanity was ready. The decision came swiftly from Earth Command. Captain Jae-hwan Park's transmitted data had revealed critical vulnerabilities in the alien fleet's technological infrastructure. What began as a single ship's encounter was now transforming into a full-scale human military response. Massive shipyards across human-controlled star systems began rapid production. The quantum adaptive technology developed by Sung Min Choi became the blueprint for an entirely new generation of spacecraft. Every orbital construction facility worked around the clock, transforming theoretical designs into operational warships. Admiral Rachel Thompson, leading Earth's unified space defense, recognized this as a pivotal moment. The alien fleet believed humans were a scattered, fragmented species. They were about to learn a different truth. The first wave of the new quantum adaptive fleet launched from Earth's primary space defense platform. 50 advanced starships, each incorporating the revolutionary technology first demonstrated by the Horizon Breaker. Their design was unlike anything seen before, sleek, unpredictable, with systems that could literally shift through space-time. Yeon Soo Kim continued monitoring alien communication channels. Their intelligence suggested the alien fleet was gathering massive resources, believing they could overwhelm human resistance through sheer technological superiority. They were wrong. The human fleet moved with unprecedented coordination. Each ship worked as part of a larger, interconnected system. Traditional military strategies became obsolete. These vessels could predict, adapt, and counter alien technological responses in milliseconds. Sung Min watched the fleet's initial deployment, his hands moving across complex holographic interfaces. The quantum adaptive systems were performing beyond even their most optimistic simulations. Alien weapon signatures were being neutralized before they could even be fully charged. Captain Park was assigned a critical leadership role in the coordinated response. His experience with the initial encounter made him the perfect strategic coordinator. He understood the alien fleet's psychological and technological patterns. The first major engagement happened in the Proxima Centauri sector. The alien fleet, confident in their technological supremacy, launched a full-scale attack. They expected easy victory. Instead, they encountered a nightmare of quantum-shifted human vessels that seemed to exist in multiple locations simultaneously. 3 alien battle groups were completely disabled within the first hour of engagement. Their most advanced weapon systems became useless against human technological innovation. Each human ship moved like a living, thinking entity, predicting, adapting, countering. Admiral Thompson's strategy was clear: demonstrate overwhelming technological superiority while minimizing human casualties. The quantum adaptive technology allowed precise, surgical interventions that neutralized threats without unnecessary destruction. Communication networks across human colonies watched the battle in real time. What had started as a potential threat of alien invasion was transforming into a decisive human victory. The psychological impact was immense. The alien fleet commander, Tak Varen, realized too late that their traditional warfare strategies were completely ineffective. Humans were not just fighting back, they were rewriting the fundamental rules of space combat. By the third day of engagement, the human fleet had destroyed or disabled over 70% of the alien fleet's combat capabilities. More importantly, they had gathered unprecedented amounts of technological data, further improving their quantum adaptive systems. Sung Min's continuous analysis revealed something extraordinary. Each alien technological system they encountered was being rapidly understood and potentially integrated into human technology. The learning curve was exponential. Captain Park understood this was more than a military response. This was a statement about human potential, a declaration that humanity would not be passive travelers in the galaxy, but active, innovative participants. The quantum adaptive fleet continued its precise, calculated movements. No dramatic explosions, no unnecessary violence, just a systematic demonstration of technological superiority that left the alien fleet in complete disarray. As the engagement concluded, it became clear: humanity had not just defended itself, it had fundamentally changed the galactic understanding of technological warfare. The response was complete, and the universe would never be the same. The aftermath of the conflict brought an unexpected twist. Captain Jadwan Park found himself assigned to the most delicate mission of his career, negotiating with the defeated alien fleet. Earth Command recognized that diplomatic resolution was as crucial as military victory. The negotiation site was a neutral space station orbiting a distant neutral planet. Tak Varen, the alien fleet commander, arrived looking defeated but not broken. Years of galactic dominance had been shattered in a matter of days by a species they had previously considered primitive. Yeon Soo Kim served as the primary translator, her skills tested by the complex communication challenges. The alien language was not just about words, but intricate patterns of communication that involved subtle energy shifts and complex mathematical expressions. Park understood this was more than a simple surrender negotiation. It was an opportunity to establish a new framework of interstellar understanding. His approach was calculated yet open, demonstrating human capability while showing a willingness for peaceful cooperation. The first day of negotiations revealed the depth of the alien civilization's shock. They had encountered numerous species across the galaxy, but never one that could so completely disrupt their technological superiority. Humans represented an entirely new type of threat and potential ally. Sung Min Choi's quantum adaptive technology became a central point of discussion. The aliens were both terrified and fascinated by the technological breakthrough. Their scientific representatives struggled to understand how humans had developed such advanced systems so quickly. Park presented a strategic proposal. Instead of total subjugation or complete separation, he suggested a limited cultural and technological exchange. The aliens would share their deep space exploration knowledge, while humans would provide insights into their quantum adaptive technologies. The negotiation room became a battlefield of ideas, not weapons. Each side carefully measured their words, understanding the profound implications of their discussions. This was diplomacy at its most complex, rebuilding relationships after a devastating conflict. Pratak Varan slowly began to understand the human approach. Unlike previous conquered species, humans were offering a partnership, not demanding total submission. The concept was revolutionary in their understanding of galactic interactions. Days of intense negotiations revealed deeper complexities. The alien fleet had been part of a larger collective that maintained strict technological control across multiple star systems. Humans had completely disrupted this long-established order. Yan Su noticed subtle changes in the alien communication patterns. What began as hostile interactions were gradually becoming more collaborative. The universal language of scientific curiosity was breaking down previous barriers. Captain Park's diplomatic skills proved as impressive as his military strategy. He presented human expansion not as a threat, but as an opportunity for mutual growth. Each proposal was carefully crafted to address the aliens' deep-seated concerns about technological security. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. When discussing quantum adaptive technologies, Sung Min demonstrated how the systems could be used for peaceful exploration, not just military purposes. The alien scientific representatives became genuinely interested. A framework emerged for limited cooperation. Joint scientific missions, technology sharing protocols, and established communication channels would replace previous hostile interactions. It was more than a peace treaty. It was the beginning of a new galactic understanding. The negotiation concluded with a ceremony that combined human and alien cultural practices. Pratak Varan, once a feared fleet commander, now became a potential diplomatic partner. The transformation was complete. Earth Command watched the proceedings with a mixture of pride and caution. Captain Park had done more than negotiate a surrender. He had opened a door to potential galactic cooperation that could reshape interstellar relations for generations. As the space station's diplomatic halls buzzed with new possibilities, it became clear that the real victory was not won through weapons, but through understanding. Humanity had proven its capabilities not just in combat, but in complex, nuanced communication. The diplomatic aftermath was complete. A new chapter in galactic exploration had begun.